Every story has an ending. And yes, that includes the universe itself. Right now, we're living in a golden age. Stars are shining, planets are thriving, and life exists, at least here on Earth. But nothing lasts forever. The universe is evolving, and one day, it will reach its final chapter. Scientists have debated exactly how this will happen, and while we don't know for sure, every possibility that we theorize is terrifying. The first and most likely scenario is also the slowest and arguably most depressing: the Big Freeze. Right now the universe is expanding. Not only that, but the expansion is accelerating. This is thanks to a mysterious force known as dark energy, which is pushing galaxies apart faster and faster. Fast forward a few trillion years and things start to look pretty bleak. Star formation slows down. Most galaxies become isolated, cut off from each other. Eventually, all stars will run out of fuel and die. The biggest ones explode into supernovae, leaving behind neutron stars and black holes. While the smaller ones, like our sun, they just fade into white dwarfs and then cold, lifeless husks. After 10 to the power of 100 years, that's a 1 followed by 100 zeros, even black holes will have evaporated due to Hawking radiation. Nothing remains but a cold, empty void. This is the most likely fate of the universe, according to what we currently know. But it's not the only possibility. What if the universe doesn't expand forever? What if instead it slams into reverse? That's the idea behind the Big Crunch. In this scenario, dark energy weakens over time and gravity takes over. Slowly, the universe stops expanding and then starts shrinking. Galaxies crash together, stars collide, everything gets hotter, more chaotic. Eventually, the entire cosmos collapses into a single, infinitely dense point, just like it began with the Big Bang. And then? Well, maybe another Big Bang, another universe, another beginning. But we have no idea if that would actually happen. You know, maybe it's just the end. The Big Crunch is gravity winning. The Big Freeze is dark energy chilling everything to death. But what if dark energy doesn't just push galaxies apart? What if it keeps growing stronger until it rips apart the fabric of reality itself? That's the Big Rip. First, galaxies are torn apart. Then star systems. Planets are ripped from their orbits. Stars themselves shred into pieces. Eventually, even atoms are pulled apart. And finally, space and time itself unravels. The entire universe is reduced to an infinite, meaningless void. And now for the most terrifying one of them all. Vacuum decay. See, physicists think that the universe could be in what's called a false vacuum, kind of like a balloon resting on a table. It looks stable, but if you poke it hard enough, it pops. Or like a house of cards waiting to collapse. If that's the case, then somewhere out there in the cosmos, a tiny bubble of true vacuum could suddenly form. And if that happens, we're all screwed. This true vacuum would be a much lower energy state where the very rules of physics as we know them are rewritten. This would trigger an unstoppable chain reaction, sending out a bubble of destruction at the speed of light. Everything in its path, atoms, stars, planets, they'd simply stop existing. Yes, the bubble would erase everything it touches. Physics itself would change. Molecules, gone. Atoms, gone. Even the fundamental laws of the universe would be rewritten. The worst part? Well, because it would be moving at the speed of light, we wouldn't even see it coming. No warning, no pain, just nothing. Still here? Alright, guess we're good for now. Sounds terrifying, right? Well, here's the good news. If vacuum decay were going to happen, it probably would have already happened somewhere in the universe. The fact we're still here suggests we're safe. Most scientists now believe that our universe is in a truly stable state, meaning vacuum decay is just an interesting but very unlikely theory. So, when will the universe end? We don't know for sure. The big freeze would take trillions of years. The big crunch, if it happens, could be billions of years away. The big rip? Well, maybe even sooner. But until then, we're here, watching, learning, and asking the big questions. So enjoy it while you can. The universe is vast, mysterious, and sometimes terrifying, but it's also beautiful. And for now, we get to be here, experiencing it. So while we may not know how it all ends, we can at least enjoy the journey while it lasts. And hey, if the universe does suddenly collapse, at least you won't have to worry about that awkward text you sent last night. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Assuming we're still here.